Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network tonight from Mead High School in Longmont, Colorado. It's another Tri-Valley League doubleheader as the Fort Morgan Mustangs take on the Mead Mavericks. I'm John Beltran. Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs attempting to snap a 7-game losing streak. They were 2-2 at one point, but are 0-5 in league play. 2-9 overall. They did play their best game of the Tri-Valley season at home against Skyline on Tuesday, losing by only 3 points, 55-52. This Mead team is 2-2 in the league, and they are 6-5 overall. Mustangs tonight will be without Clementina Numero-Longo, their excellent player down low, sustained a concussion against Skyline. That's really going to hurt them in terms of the rebounding. Let's get to the Mustang starting lineup. The Mustangs going with seniors Allie Bauman, Emma Wolf, Lauren Keller, Autumn Wheatley, and down low, Destiny Pelton. Starters for the Mead Mavericks will be introduced here momentarily. Will be junior Haley Martinez, along with sophomore Jacqueline Stevenson, a freshman in Kira Hahn, and Mary Marr, a junior. Also in the starting lineup, along with Maddox Boston. Boston only a sophomore, so that's a young team. A team that's 6-5, but very young. They are not starting a single senior tonight. In fact, their roster, a very thin roster, has got 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, 3 juniors, and 1 senior. So there's no doubt the Mustangs have the advantage in experience, but they've got to have the advantage on the scoreboard. The Mustangs are dressed in their road blacks with the maroon numerals, and Mead in their home whites with the burnt orange numerals and lettering. Mustangs are coached by Mitch Elrick and J.R. Sagner, the head coach of the Mead Mavericks. It'll be Destiny Pelton jumping center for Fort Morgan. The opening tip is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Things certainly happen in life. Make sure you're prepared with the right insurance coverage. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance in Brush and Fort Morgan. So Wolf starting for Numero-Longo in the Fort Morgan lineup. And meeting Pelton right there at the center of the court will be Jacqueline Stevenson. Fort Morgan looking for their first win in a month. And again, Mead at 2-2 in league play. And the first of 2 games is underway. The tip is controlled by Mead. Into the front court is Marr at the top with a basketball on the outside right to Hahn. Hahn back out to Marr. Looking left side, swings it back out to Hahn. Hahn lobs it right to the paint. Now the lob down low, and the shot off the glass is up and around and no good. Missed by Stevenson. And the rebound is controlled by Lauren Keller. Fort Morgan, the outlet pass to Bauman, tipped away. And we've got a whistle. And apparently the clock was stopped. That was more than 3 seconds. That should be about 7:45, you would think. They played more than 3, so they'll reset the clock. Autumn Wheatley to throw it in along the side. Now set at 7:38. And Wheatley to trigger it in. Backcourt bounce pass to Bauman. Allie Bauman dribbles by 2. Jump pass over to Wolf. Wolf left of the lane. Pulls up from about 5 and misses off the back of the rim. Had the lane wide open and didn't take it. She just stopped the rebound to Stevenson. There's the outlet to Mary Marr. Marr on the high right with the basketball behind the three-point line. Right corner. Maddox Boston penetrates and her pass is intercepted. A lob pass down low. It's taken away by Autumn Wheatley. First turnover of the game. Wheatley back out to Bauman. Straight away to Keller. In the lane all the way. And has her shot partially blocked, but a foul. Lauren Keller to the line. I think she was fouled over there by Jacqueline Stevenson. So to the line will be Lauren Keller. She's certainly the leader on this Mustang team. Again, playing their best game of the Tri-Valley season on Tuesday night in a 3-point setback at home to Skyline. And the free throw by Keller is up, and that's perfect. The Mustangs have the first point of the game. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. That's Buildings by Design. Second free throw for the senior. Toes the line. 3 dribbles, bends, shoots, and connects. Fort Morgan 2, Mead nothing, 1 minute into the game. Marr in the backcourt, jump pass, front court is taken over there by Hahn. Right baseline, Boston in the lane, off the glass and misses, but a foul. She leaned from about 4 or 5 feet away, and the Fort Morgan foul is on Destiny Pelton. And to the stripe will be Hahn. Checked it. Boston to the stripe. Free throw by Boston is in. It's a 2-1 Fort Morgan lead. Boys game to follow at 7 o'clock. Second free throw for Boston is up, and that one is around and good. The game is tied at 2. Wheatley pressured in the backcourt, has it stripped from behind, now picks it back up though. On the floor, bounce pass to Bauman. Bauman with the left-handed dribble in the backcourt. Front court pass is taken by Wolf, left to the lane. Wolf nearly traveled and did. Yeah, Wolf has hesitated twice. She had an open lane and pulled up on the previous possession, or 2 possessions ago, and that time committed the violation with a 2-on-1. And the Mustangs apply the pressure. The inbounds pass to Hahn, back out to Marr, now to Hahn, still in the backcourt. Over to Marr, lobs it, still backcourt to Hahn. Now they cross midcourt to Marr at the free throw line. Here is Boston down low, puts it up, and ball is partially blocked. It was Stevenson who actually missed, and we've got it out of bounds against Fort Morgan. Mustang went for the basketball, but the foot on the line, and Boston to throw it in. Boston to trigger it in underneath the basket on the offensive end in the right corner to Marr. Marr picked up by Keller. Jump pass tipped away by Pelton, intercepted by Lauren Keller. Here come the Mustangs the other way. Keller, left-handed layup is up and too strong. Rebound, Pelton goes to back up and in, and a foul. And to the line is Destiny Pelton. And the Mustangs lead 4-2. And that foul was committed by Hahn. Kara Hahn with her second foul. So she's out of the game. Into the game is Charlotte Brennan. And Brennan is only a freshman, and the free throw is off the back of the rim, and the rebound to Stevenson. Boy, it's like nobody knew there were 2 free throws. Now a steal by Keller. 1 free throw, that is Keller, 10-footer, is off the bottom of the net after the steal, and Maddox Boston has the rebound. All the players just stood around, every one of them, after a missed free throw on the and one, and the 3 is up and in for the right corner, made by Mary Marr. And now it's a lead for Mead, 5-4. Emma Wolf left of the lane, is going to have to pull it back out. Free throw line, Bauman, 15-footer right rim, no good. And the ball is controlled by Jacqueline Stevenson, her 3rd rebound. The outlet to Marr. 5:45 to go in the opening quarter. Mead with the lead at 5-4. Straight away with the basketball is Haley Martinez into the game. Left corner back out to Brennan. Dribbles to her right. Marr at the top of the three-point circle. Right corner, Martinez 3 is well short, but Pelton could not handle the ball out of bounds. I mean, when I mean short, it was about 1.5 foot short. Boston to throw it in. 5:31 to go, first quarter. Lobs it into the paint, poked away. The ball is loose. Lauren Keller goes diving for it at midcourt, but it's picked up over there by Mead. Marr on the outside left. Maintains a dribble. Cross-court pass to Brennan. Right baseline. Bounce pass down low. Poked away. Stevenson on the floor for Mead. She picks it up, but then it's knocked away by a Mustang, and Lauren Keller comes away with the basketball. Keller nearly tied up, but I believe that's going to be a foul on Mead. Yeah, coming from behind and making contact was Haley Martinez. That'll be the team's 4th foul. The Mustangs have committed 1. Along the side, Lauren Keller to throw it in. Keller lobs it backcourt to Wheatley. Now over to Bauman, crosses midcourt. Down low to Wolf, off her foot. Wolf looks a little sluggish. Taken away by Stevenson. That was a really good pass. and couldn't handle it. Here comes Mead the other way. Martinez with the basketball at the top to Marr. Marr at the free throw line in the right corner of Boston. 3 in the air is good. For Maddox Boston, she drills the triple. She's got 5 points, and Mead with a 4-point lead, 8-4. 4:43 to go in the opening quarter. Here is Wolf at the top to Pelton on the outside right to Bauman. Bauman against the defender, bounce pass right corner to Keller. Keller dribbles to her left, and we've got a timeout called by Fort Morgan. 30-second timeout. The Mustangs trail 8-4. Couple of three-pointers here made by Meads, Mary Marr and Maddox Boston. Fill up your cooler, gas up your car. Stubbs Gas and Oil, easy and convenient. Make them the only stop you need on your way to the big game. Stubbs Gas and Oil. Mustangs had the brief lead early. No substitutions yet for Fort Morgan. So far, the turnover situation, 4 in the game for the Mavericks and 2 for the Mustangs. Now the Mustangs will send out Fajardo out there with Autumn Wheatley, Allie Bauman, Destiny Pelton, and Lauren Keller. Charlotte Brennan, Haley Martinez, Maddox Boston, Jacqueline Stevenson, and Mary Marr. Keller to throw it in on the offensive end near that right corner. Lobs it on the high right to Fajardo. Back straight away to Bauman. Now here's Wheatley penetrating left baseline. Cut off over there. Gets it to Pelton in the left corner. Dribbles out of traffic. Now straight away to Bauman. Swings it in the right corner to Keller. Penetrates right baseline. She leans. Has a shot partially blocked that she missed. Marr comes away with the basketball. Marr with 4:13 to go in the opening quarter. On the high left to Martinez. Lob left of the lane to Boston. Dribbles, leans, hooks, and scores off the back of the rim. Maddox Boston now with 7 points in the game. 10-4 Mead with 3:58 to go in the opening quarter. On the outside left, Wheatley dribbles left baseline, and she put it up a little bit short, tried to hook it in with the left hand. Jacqueline Stevenson with a rebound. That's her 4th. There's the long pass to Marr. Marr steps in, can't take the 3. Boston into the lane, all the way a hop step, and she hooks, and she misses off to the left. The ball is volleyballed into the hands of Autumn Wheatley of Fort Morgan. Wheatley out of traffic, has the ball stripped from behind. The other way, here comes Boston, lays it up and in with the right hand. Fort Morgan commits their 3rd turnover. Boston now with 9 points. It's a 12-4 Mead lead. They're on a 9-0 run. Keller into the front court on the outside right, hands it off to Fajardo. 3:17 to go in the opening quarter. On the high left to Bauman. Dribbles left of the lane, leans, shoots, misses off to the left from 5 feet away. Marr grabs the rebound, her 2nd. The outlet to Stevenson. Now here's Marr. Chest pass to Boston in the high right. Into the lane to Stevenson, all the way off the glass, and she missed it. And nobody grabbed the rebound now finally for Fort Morgan. Wheatley comes away with a basketball. Ball was just bouncing around there. Now here's Fajardo across the timeline. 2:49 to go in the first. On the high left, Wheatley into the paint. Bounce pass, left baseline. Pelton shot is up. No good, but a foul along the left baseline. Pelton to the line. And the foul was committed by Jacqueline Stevenson. That's her 2nd. Pelton has scored already in the game. And a couple getting ready to check in here for Mead. The free throw's up and in for Pelton. Maddie Muntz and Savannah Grebling checking in for the first time for Mead. That stops the 9-0 run. 2nd free throw, Pelton is around and off to the left. And the rebound is grabbed by Maddie Muntz. 12-5 Mead. 2:39 to go in the opening quarter. On the outside right, Marr with the basketball. Pulls up, can't take that 3. Cut off by Fajardo. Is going to have to kick it back out. And does over to Grebling. On the outside left to Brennan against Keller. Dribbles to her right. Cross-court pass to Marr against Caitlin Fajardo. Left-handed dribble into the lane. Jump pass is poked away by Pelton, but it's taken away by Brennan. She kicks it back out here to Brennan, and it's intercepted. Well, it wasn't Brennan to Brennan, but anyway, Wheatley over to Bauman. 5th turnover for Mead. Here is Keller with 1 to beat all the way. Puts it up. Oh, there was contact. No whistle. Got nothing but glass. And the rebound is controlled by Grebling. Long pass to Marr. Jump pass left baseline to Brennan. Brennan collides with Fajardo, and the ball is out of bounds. It's off Fajardo. With an even 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter, and Mead leads by 7. And to throw it in will be Charlotte Brennan. Brennan lobs it outside left. Here is Mary Marr with the basketball. In the left corner for Brennan. Dribbles to her right. Back out to Marr. Doesn't take that three. Bauman and Fajardo right there. The Mustangs in a 2-3 it looks like. Dribbles to her right on the outside left. Wide open three by Griebling is well short. But the rebound to Brennan on a hop. Kicks it back out. Three in the air by Marr short. And it's an over and back there by Savannah Griebling. She swatted that ball away but went over the back of a Mustang. And the Mustangs could be taking free throws quite a bit in the second quarter. Tessa Frasco is back in for Fort Morgan. Maddox Boston is out. Jacqueline Stevenson had a brief breather, and she is into the game for Mead. Minute 36 to go, and we got a double dribble on Bauman in the backcourt. Off the inbounds pass from Keller. 4 turnovers for the Mustangs, 5 for Mead. To trigger it in is Griebling. Or check that. That is Griebling. There's the lob to Martinez. Now Marr hooks it up and scores in a lane. Mary Marr now has 5. It's a 9-point lead for Mead. 14-5. A minute 20 to go in the opening quarter. Fajardo on the high right in the right corner to Keller off the chest pass. Lob inside towards Bauman. Knocked out of bounds by Brennan. I'm not sure why you lob it to Bauman down low. Doesn't have the height and really didn't have the positioning. Mustangs caught a break, and they still have possession of the basketball. Keller with a lob, and that one is intercepted by Stevenson, but then she traveled. The teams exchanged turnovers, lobbed it towards the top of the three-point circle, but Fort Morgan will still have possession. 3/4 court along the side to the left of the Mead bench. Lauren Keller, the senior, has her pass intercepted there, but then the Mustangs re-intercepted with Fajardo. Boy, no. Passes have really been lacking here by both teams in the last 30 seconds. Keller, left corner, 3 is off the front of the rim, and the ball is loose. That's out of bounds. That should be Fort Morgan basketball. It is. Poked out of bounds by Stevenson of Mead with 59 seconds to go. Emma Wolf will check back in for the Mustangs, and she will replace Lauren Keller, who's probably going to be back into the game to begin the second quarter. 14-5 Mead. Fajardo to throw it in. Morgan was up early in this game. On the outside left to Wheatley. Left corner to Fajardo. Dribbles to her right. Back out to Wheatley. Wheatley crosses over, picks up the dribble, spins in the left corner towards Wolf. Right-handed dribble. Again picks up the dribble. Mustangs not moving it as efficiently as they like. Now the Wolf 3 is up, and that's off the bottom of the net. And the rebound is controlled there by Griebling. Jump pass back out to Stevenson. 36 seconds to go. First quarter, Fort Morgan's down by 9. Stevenson right of the free throw line, lobs it in the right corner from Muntz. Back out to Brennan. Brennan on the high right, dribbles to her right. He's going to have to kick it out straight away. That is Haley Martinez. And looked like she traveled. She did a little hop step. Turnover number 8 for Mead, but they're up by 9. 21.3 seconds to go. And Bauman along the side to throw it into Fajardo. Caitlin Fajardo with a right-handed dribble now crosses over at the top of the three-point circle, right of the lane. Nearly had it poked away, feeds it back out to Wolf. Cross-court pass to Wheatley, 9 seconds to go. Left of the paint, then she dribbled it right into a defender, and it's a steal by Stevenson and a foul on Fort Morgan. The Mustang foul was committed by Tessa Frasco. Second team foul, 6.5 seconds to go. Brennan lobs it into Martinez, crossing midcourt with 3. Here's right corner pass to Marr. Back out Brennan, long 3, and that's going to be off the front of the rim. And that is the end of the opening quarter with the score. Mead 14, Fort Morgan 5. A 1-minute break on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back at Mead High School in Longmont. The Mustangs have the ball to begin the second quarter, trailing Mead 14-5. Keller, Fajardo, Wheatley, Frasco, and Wolf for Fort Morgan. On the high right, Wheatley at the free throw line. Bounce pass outside left to Keller. Keller to her right against Kira Hahn. Into the lane all the way off the glass. Got nothing but glass and missed it. And the rebound to Jacqueline Stevenson, her 5th for Mead. On the outlet to Martinez. Front court pass to Hahn. Out there with Maddie Muntz as well as Savannah Griebling. Right corner, she takes the 3, and that's off the back of the rim. But a long rebound to Hahn, and they reset. Mead has controlled the boards in this game. There's a lob, left corner for Hahn. Dribbles left of the lane, double team. Back out in the right corner to Jacqueline Stevenson. Inside to Muntz, but that's knocked away. Nice interception there by Fajardo. Turnover number 9 for Mead. Fajardo on the high right, right corner pass to Wolf. Straight away, Wheatley. And the three is going to be off the bottom of the net. And Wolf tried to save it, and it goes out of bounds. She left that well short. Good look there by Wheatley, but didn't have enough on it. And Allie Bauman checks in for Emma Wolf. Fort Morgan still's got to keep those turnovers under control. On pace for about 27 right now. Although Mead does have 9 in the game. On the outside right, here's Griebling. Lobs it cross court to Martinez. Straight away to Hahn. Hahn against Bauman. Mustangs backing off defensively. There's the lob down low, and the put-up is up and in off the glass. An easy shot there to the left of the basket by Stevenson. She scores for the first time in the game. 16-5 Mead. Wheatley at the free throw line, into the lane. Bounce pass high right to Bauman. Now in the right corner for Keller. Penetrate right baseline, double team. Now to Bauman. Jump pass inside to Wheatley. Wheatley against 2 defenders has to get rid of it. She's trapped badly over there. Feeds it back out to Keller. Now here's Bauman's 16-footer air ball. Well short straight away. Stevenson comes away with the basketball. And Fort Morgan's falling well short on many of their outside shots, but outside shooting is not the strength of this team. Lob down low for Stevenson. Banks and scores off the feed from Haley Martinez. Stevenson again, and Fort Morgan is getting overmatched down low with Pelton on the bench and Numera Longo injured. 6:03 to go, second quarter. Full timeout for the Mustangs as they trail 18-5. Engineering and consulting services for all of your projects at Western Engineering Consultants. Strong commitment to their clients' needs sets them apart. Get your project started the right way with Western Engineering Consultants. It's now a 15-1 run for Mead. And it's not like they've taken care of the basketball, but they've capitalized. And, again, without Pelton in the game, they've got a huge advantage down low. They just fed it to Stevenson twice and had no trouble shooting over the Fort Morgan defense. They're going to have to muscle her out of the lane. It's about the only way. Mustangs are back in action coming up on Saturday at 5:30 against Frederick in Fort Morgan. Both games will be right here on B106 as well as the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Right now it's 18-5 in favor of the Mead Mavericks. Now Pelton is in there with Bauman, Fajardo, Keller, and into the game is Emma Christensen, a sophomore. And to throw it in will be Keller in the backcourt. Coach Elrick going for some different combinations to see what works. Bauman pressured. Backcourt pass is intercepted by Stevenson, intended for Christensen. Offensive foul as she drove to the basket, and Keller went to the floor and took the charge. That's typical great defense there by Lauren Keller. And for Stevenson, that's her third foul. Let's see. Well, it says 2 on the board. Well, we'll see. Maybe that was only the second. In the backcourt, Bauman to Keller underneath her own basket. Lauren Keller dribbles to her right, behind her back against Kira Hahn. Crosses front court. It's a 3-on-2. Bounce pass to Pelton. Pelton pulls up from 6 and is fouled as she misses. From behind by Maddox Boston. And that was all Lauren Keller breaking that press. Destiny Pelton back to the line. She's got 3 of the 5 points. Keller with the other 2. Fort Morgan had just 1 field goal in the opening quarter. And the Pelton free throw is up, and that is off to the left. Second free throw coming. Mary Marr back into the game for Jacqueline Stevenson. I think that's her third. I don't know why I had 2 on the board. I've got her with 3, but we're going to check on that. Second free throw is off to the right. And the rebound is into the hands of Savannah Griebling of Mead. In the left corner, Hahn, the long shot is up and off the back of the rim. Bauman with a long rebound for Fort Morgan. And then Bauman had it stolen down low to Hahn. Inside, the shot is missed, but a foul as Boston missed it. Christensen committed the foul for Fort Morgan. And again, a turnover in the backcourt hurt the Mustangs. Christensen with her first. And Maddox Boston is outscoring the Mustangs in this game. She had 9 points in the opening quarter with 5.5 to go in the second. Free throw by Boston. Good-looking players up and in. Nothing but string. Boston will easily be a 3-year starter for this team. Only a sophomore. Second free throw upcoming. Boston bends, shoots, and scores. 20-5 Mead. Under 5.5 to go in the second. Christensen across the timeline. Pass to Keller at the top for Bauman on the outside right and the right wing to Keller. Penetrates right baseline, but she's cut off over there. They've been double teaming her quite a bit. Straight away, Bauman, 16-footer, yes. Just behind that free throw line for Allie Bauman. Mustangs have their second field goal of the game. They're down 20-7, 5:05 to go before the break. On the high left, Hahn back out to Marr straight away against Allie Bauman. Chest pass left side for Griebling. Bounce pass left corner for Hahn. Dribbles to her right, gets a pick. Back out to Marr. Lob down low for Griebling. Turns, banks, and scores. Little three-footer there for Griebling. She's on the scoreboard. Fourth different Maverick to score, 22-7. Christensen across the timeline. Cross-court pass intended for Bauman. Intercepted by Maddox Boston. 2-on-1. Lob to Marr. Left to the lane. Down low. The shot is up and straight away and in for the trailer, Kira Hahn. 24-7. Here's a long pass to Christensen. It's a 2-on-3. Back out to Pelton. She's going to have to slow it down. Pelton with a right-handed dribble. Her bounce pass to Keller. Keller with a 3-on-2. Middle of the lane. Pulls up from 12. Off the back of the rim, no good. The putback is missed by Christensen. Needed a head fake. Couldn't get it. Or didn't do it. And Savannah Griebling with the basketball. Here is Hahn the other way. Straight away, Marr. Three in the air is up and in and out. And Destiny Pelton tries to wrestle the rebound away, but it's taken away by the Mavericks, but they miss a shot. Here comes Keller for Fort Morgan away with the basketball. And the shot is up and missed by Emma Christensen on the left-handed layup, but then she is going to be tied up in the backcourt, in the front court. Possession arrow pointing towards Mead. And now Lydia Eccles checking in for the Mustangs. For Emma Christensen, Fort Morgan down 24-7 with 3:49 to go before halftime. Straight up at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. This is Morgan County's B106. KPRB, Brush, Fort Morgan. Mead Mavericks and the Fort Morgan Mustangs in the first of two. On the high left, Hahn against Keller. Lobs it at the top for Boston. Chest pass outside right for Marr. And we've got an offensive foul. That'll be a turnover against Mead. The foul there is on Charlotte Brennan. That's the 11th turnover by Mead. And to trigger it in will be Lauren Keller. Here comes Autumn Wheatley checking in for Caitlin Fajardo. Haley Martinez back in for Mead. Keller in the backcourt feeds Wheatley. Wheatley with the basketball, still in the backcourt to Keller. Keller with a left-handed dribble, spinning on Brennan. Had the ball stripped away, but she gets it back, still in the backcourt. Wheatley's got to cross the timeline and does. On the high left, Wheatley to Keller just beyond midcourt. Keller dribbles by Brennan into the paint and was tripped up, no whistle. Here's a pass down low, and the shot by Pelton is partially blocked, and it's knocked out of bounds by Fort Morgan as Eccles went for the ball. Yeah, that was certainly a contested shot. And Mead will come the other way up by 17 with 3 minutes to go before halftime. Here is Mary Marr for the Mavericks. Marr met by Bauman, dribbling high right, lobs it down low, but there's a whistle. And that's another offensive foul, or 3-second violation. No, let's see, that might be a foul, yep. Another offensive foul. Maddox Boston commits her second. And again, offensive fouls are turnovers. And basketball, Keller in the backcourt to Wheatley. Wheatley picks up the dribble, back to Keller. Still in the backcourt, guarded by Brennan. Spins on Brennan, crossing the midcourt. On the outside left, here's Wheatley. Wheatley into the paint. Wheatley lost it, got it back at the free throw line. Right wing to Keller with 2:35 to go. Swings it left side for Wheatley. Left of the paint, spins, back out to Bauman. Her floater's up and off, in and out. The rebound to Pelton, goes back up and scores to the left of the basket off the glass for Destiny Pelton. She's got 5 points. Mustangs down 15, 24-9 with 2:18 to go before the break. Boston left wing, lobs it down low off of Bunce's right hand, but she chases it down and then has the ball knocked out of bounds by Autumn Wheatley. Are they going to go the other way? They are going the other way. Another turnover for Mead. Wheatley did get a hand on it, but not before Muntz knocked it out. Wheatley in the backcourt against Keller. 2:07 to go before halftime. Keller had the ball poked away out of bounds towards the scores table by Charlotte Brennan. Mustangs to throw it in with just over 2 minutes remaining. Here's the lob backcourt into Wheatley with a left-handed dribble. Left of the free throw line, left baseline. The Eccles shot as an air ball. Missed it badly, and the ball was out of bounds off Fort Morgan's Pelton going for the basketball. Yeah, it didn't look like she squared up on that one. So here comes Mead the other way with 1:50 to go. Chest pass on a high right to Brennan. Back out near the timeline to Muntz. On the high left with the basketball is Martinez. Straight away to Griebling. Here is Mary Marr guarded by Bauman. We haven't seen a dribble yet on this possession. Here is Brennan penetrating left baseline and a foul. That'll be the 14th foul and the first on Autumn Wheatley. With 96 seconds to go before halftime, Mary Marr to throw it in for Mead. There's the lob towards the top to Brennan. Lob down low, and the shot by Griebling is missed, but Muntz is right there. And she misses an easy one with nobody on her. And then the Mustangs poke it out of bounds. And it stays with Mead. Well, she was wide open. That was a bad miss. There was nobody near her from about 2 feet away. Griebling on the left wing. Cross-court pass to Brennan. Back out near the top over to Mary Marr. Holds the ball on her right hip with 1:19 to go. Marr with a couple of dribbles, picks up the dribble, lob into the lane to Griebling. She's trapped over there. Her pass is poked away, but taken by Brennan. Straight away, here's Griebling. Left wing, long three is going to be well off an air ball. Missed over there by Haley Martinez. And Lydia Eccles has the basketball for the Mustangs. The outlet to Wheatley. Here's Bauman. Right corner to Keller. Inside to Pelton. She puts it up, and she's fouled as she misses. That's great ball movement by the Mustangs. And back to the line is Destiny Pelton. And the foul's on Maddie Muntz. Well, Pelton has been to the line 4 times. The problem is she's only made 1 free throw. But she drills that one. The Mustangs are in double digits. Mead 24 and the Mustangs 10. Free throw number 2 is off the back of the rim, but the long rebound controlled by Eccles in the corner. Eccles back out to Wheatley on the right wing. Jump pass, cross court to Bauman. Bauman into the lane. Right corner pass to Eccles. Lost the ball and got it back. Then tried to force a bounce pass inside, and bodies go flying, and there's a traveling violation on Mead. So the Mustangs commit the turnover. Then Muntz went to the floor, and she traveled, so Fort Morgan does have possession. Bauman to throw it in on the offensive end. 45 seconds to go in the second. On the outside right, Pelton in the lane, lost it, got it back, and then she lost it permanently. And then Keller steals the outlet pass. Here's Keller, right baseline, forces it up and misses. And on the floor, it's Muntz with a basketball, and a timeout called by Mead. Well, Mead has it with 34.3 seconds remaining. 24-10. They've got the lead, going for their 3rd Tri-Valley League win. Boys game will be coming up. So here we go with Maddie Muntz, Savannah Griebling, Haley Martinez, Mary Marr and Charlotte Brennan for the Mustangs, Lauren Keller, Lydia Eccles, Autumn Wheatley, Allie Bauman, and Destiny Pelton for the final 34 seconds. Mary Marr into the front court. Marr gets a pick straight away on the outside left against Wheatley. Swings it right side to Brennan. Brennan dribbles right baseline, down low, pass to Muntz. She lost it, got it back, puts it up and around, and good. Boy, just sat on the rim for Maddie Muntz. 26-10. Wheatley the other way, left of the lane, bounce pass. Boy, she forced it, intended for Eccles, but she didn't have position. That was picked off. 5 seconds to go. Griebling with 3, now with 2. Right corner, Brennan penetrates, puts up a left-handed floater, short, and that's the end of the opening half. With the score, Mead 26, Fort Morgan 10. It'll be a 3-minute break. We return in 3 minutes on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the second half. The Mustangs trail the Mead Mavericks 26-10. all the Mead boys have done in between the second and third quarters here at halftime is just basically dunk. I think we saw one dunk last year in the boys' game, which was a convincing Mead victory. They had many of those convincing victories last year, and they're just as solid on the boys' side in 2020. For the Mustangs, Lauren Keller, Allie Bauman, Emma Wolf, Destiny Pelton, and Autumn Wheatley. For Mead, Savannah Griebling begins the second half with Haley Martinez, Maddox Boston, Mary Marr, and Kira Hahn. That's because Jacqueline Stevenson is in foul trouble. She's got 3. Keller to throw it in to begin the final 16 minutes of the game. There's the inbounds pass to Wheatley. Wheatley left side to Bauman. Bauman dribbles to her right, gets a pick. On the high right, here's Keller. Down low to Bauman. Bauman puts it up right baseline and scores. Little 4-footer. Well, that's some great ball movement by the Mustangs. Allie Bauman now with 4. There's a steal, but then a miss there by Autumn Wheatley. And here comes Bauman the other way. Bauman left baseline shot is in and out from 10 feet away. Rebound, Wheatley banks and scores. Boy, Fort Morgan getting very aggressive. And just like that, the Mustangs are only down by 12. They were down by 16 moments ago. Into the front court is Kira Hahn. 16 turnovers for Mead. Hahn, left wing to Marr, penetrates left baseline, hooks it up and no good. And the rebound is grabbed by Lauren Keller, her third. Keller on the outlet to Bauman. Mustangs can make this a 10-point game. Bauman jump pass, and that one is tipped away by Boston. And Marr is on the floor. She gets over to Hahn. She hooks it up and misses. Lauren Keller with a rebound for Fort Morgan. Mustangs caught a break there. And then a steal in the backcourt by Marr. Marr, jump pass, left corner, Boston dribbles to her right in the lane, and there is a foul. No shot. The foul was committed by Allie Bauman. That's her first. There's the lob in the left corner to Boston, picked up by Bauman, penetrates left baseline, bounce pass to Griebling, outside left to Hahn, cross court to Marr. In the right corner, here's Boston to her left, back out Marr, fakes the right wing 3, jump pass left corner to Martinez, back out. Here is Mary Marr on the high right. Back out cross court to Martinez on the left baseline. The pass to Griebling. Dribbles left baseline, cut off by Wheatley, and then puts up a wild shot. Hits nothing but glass. Emma Wolf grabs the rebound for Fort Morgan. On the outlet to Keller. Keller into the front court, and she did turn it over. Yep. 16 turnovers for the Mustangs, 3 in the quarter. Yeah, that is also known as a palming violation. There's the baseball pass, inbounds to Griebling, lob down low, knocked away by Pelton, but on the deflection, Martinez has it. And with the basketball, here is Mary Marr. Marr left of the free throw line. Marr near the top. Here on the left baseline with the basketball is Savannah Griebling. Cross-court pass is taken over there by Kira Hahn. Now to Mary Marr, taking time off the clock here, up by 12. They have not scored in the quarter, and we played 2 minutes and 15 seconds. With the basketball. In the right corner is Griebling. Overhead pass to Marr. Fakes that 3. Left of the lane, in the lane. Floats it up with the right hand. No good. And Emma Wolf grabs the rebound. Wolf has got to be careful there. Oh, nearly an over and back. But she gets it into the front court for Fort Morgan. Here's the left wing 3. Keller up. And that's off the back of the rim. Had a great look. Could not convert. And the ball is tipped into the hands of Pelton. She banks and scores to the left of the basket. Pelton goes glass, and the Mustangs on a 6-0 run to begin the quarter are only down by 10. And that should have been a travel there, and the ball is poked from behind out of bounds by Wolf as Kira Hahn was penetrating to the basket. Fort Morgan is right back in this game. 26-16 with 5:03 to go in the third. There's the lob. Martinez gets it into Hahn, dribbles right of the lane, back out to Griebling. Griebling to her right, crossover dribble. Cross-court pass to Marr. At the top to Martinez. In the right corner, Hahn penetrates. Cut off by Keller. Jump pass back out to Griebling. Right wing 3 is off the back of the rim. And Destiny Pelton goes high for the Fort Morgan rebound. And there's a push in the backcourt. Too much pressure applied by Mead. And the foul was committed by Maddox Boston. That's her third. And she's the leading scorer in this game. If the Mustangs can get her out of the game, who knows? 4:43 to go, third quarter. Fort Morgan has scored the only points in this quarter. Waitley back out to Keller on the right wing. Down low to Pelton. Oh, a perfect pass. She couldn't handle it out of bounds. That was a great feed there by Lauren Keller. Pelton tried to turn and shoot before she actually had the basketball. And the Mustangs commit their 17th turnover. Pressured in the backcourt as Griebling gets it into Marr. All over her is Allie Bauman, but no contact there whatsoever. Bauman playing some excellent defense. And the front court pass is taken by Hahn. It's a 3-on-1. Hahn, left corner to Boston. She'll take the wide open three and throw up an air ball. The ball is loose near midcourt. It's tipped away. It's on the floor. And there's going to be a tie-up between Bauman of Fort Morgan and Marr of Mead. Possession arrow, Mavericks. And Maddie Munson, Charlotte Brennan check in. Maddox, Boston, and Mary Marr are out, but Fort Morgan's defense has been excellent here in the third. They were down by 16 at the break. They only trail by 10. 3/4 court, Martinez to throw it in. Haley Martinez near midcourt to Brennan. They're looking for a combination on offense. Kira Hahn against Wolf. Baseball pass right wing to Martinez. Left-handed dribble, maintains the dribble against Destiny Pelton. Chest pass right wing to Hahn, down low for Muntz. Knocked out of bounds by Wheatley. Nice cutoff there by Autumn Wheatley. So we played half the quarter, and Mead has been kept off the scoreboard. Brennan to throw it in on the offensive end. Overhead pass is intercepted by Lauren Keller. Keller with one to beat, that's Martinez. Crossover dribble. Keller all the way, puts it up off the glass and in. She went from right to left and scored. Lauren Keller has initiated or kept it going, an 8-0 run. She's got 4 points in the game. It's 26-18. 3:39 remaining third quarter. The Mustangs are back in it. They've cut the 16-point lead in half. Kira Hahn straight away. Cross court to Brennan. Brennan dribbles to her right over to Griebling. On the outside right, here's Martinez. Chest pass straight away to Muntz. On the left wing to Hahn, guarded by Wolf. Coach Elrick sticking with this lineup, which has been very good in this third quarter. Griebling, overhead pass, left baseline. Here is Haley Martinez spinning, cut off by Wheatley. Now to Muntz. Cross-court pass is taken by Brennan, guarded by Bauman. Right corner to Hahn, dribbles to her left, right of the lane. Had the ball stripped from behind. It's loose, picked up by Brennan. Back out to Griebling. Right corner to Muntz. Muntz nearly traveled but didn't pick up, and now we got a timeout. Didn't pick up that back leg. Or foot, that is. And getting ready to check in is Jocelyn Veltine, who's not played in the game for Mead. But Fort Morgan has controlled the third quarter. But again, a 16-point deficit at the break. Full timeout called by Mead. The Mustangs trail 26-18. Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there at State Farm Insurance to make the insurance world easy for you. At 842-45-55. Eric Curtis is our sound engineer and producer tonight. He's in Fort Morgan. I'm in Longmont, where it looked like this was going to be a tough one for the Mustangs, trailing 26-10. But all of a sudden, they had a couple of steals early in the third, and they could have converted even more. But at least they're right back in the game. Keller, Bauman, Pelton, Wheatley, and now Caitlin Fajardo checks in for the Mustangs for Emma Wolf. Savannah Griebling, Jocelyn Veltine, Maddie Munch, Charlotte Brennan, and that is Kira Hahn. The lob towards Hahn in the high right with under 3 minutes to go. He played over 5 minutes, and Mead has not scored in the quarter. In the right corner, Griebling is double teamed. Back near the top to Brennan. On the left wing to Hahn. Hahn free throw line to Muntz. Back out to Griebling on the high right. Right on top of her is Destiny Pelton. And it's a traveling violation. She tried to spin on Pelton. And it's a walk. 18 turnovers for the Mavericks. Fort Morgan can make this a 6-point game. Pelton, front court pass to Bauman, back to Pelton. Pelton nearly lost it, got it back. On the left wing to Keller. Keller at the free throw line. Right corner for Fajardo. Wide open three is off the front of the rim. And Maddie Muntz grabs the rebound on the strong side for Mead, her third board. Out of traffic, here's Hahn with 2:23 to go. Lob, left baseline. Veltine puts it up and she traveled. Threw it off the side of the backboard, but before that she took a hop step. 19 turnovers. The Mustangs have 2 fewer than Mead. Allie Bauman in the backcourt. Front court pass to Fajardo. Now to Bauman on the left wing to Pelton. Pelton dribbles to her right, picks up her dribble. Now back to Bauman. Cross court in the high right. Here is Lauren Keller. Lobs at cross court. Careless pass and a foul. That's a good job by Pelton coming back to the basketball. And Lauren Keller gives her a little boost up as Muntz committed the foul. For Maddie Muntz, that is her second. It's only the first foul in the quarter by Mead. The Mustangs have committed 2. Bauman to the right of the basket. Down low to Pelton. She puts it up off the glass and misses. The rebound to Maddie Muntz as she was cutting to the basket. Into the front court. Here's Savannah Griebling. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lob down low for Muntz. Poked away by Pelton. And here is Autumn Wheatley. Wheatley with 1 to beat. Wheatley pulls up from 10 and off to the right. Oh, she had an open look. Maddie Muntz grabs another rebound as Fort Morgan did force a 20th turnover by Mead. Brennan into the lane, but then had her pass knocked away by Pelton. Pelton at the free throw line. Now to Bauman. 15-footer. Good. Allie Bauman now with 6. It's a 6-point game, and the Mustangs are on a 10-0 run in the third. A 26-10 game is now 26-20 with 1:19 to go. Kara Hahn at the free throw line, into the lane, puts up a floater, and that is around and in. It sat on the lip of the rim, and it went in for Hahn with 1:08 to go. It's an 8-point game, and then Fajardo traveled. You don't want this momentum to go completely away. You were to within 6. Now you're down by 8. Maddox Boston and Mary Marr into the game. Fort Morgan's going to win this quarter easily. They've outscored Mead 10-2. 67 seconds to go. Got to play that excellent defense they've been implementing throughout the quarter. Kara Hahn met by Fajardo. And Caitlin went for the steal and instead got her wrist. Third team foul against Fort Morgan. 59.4 seconds to go. Nope, check that. That's their second team foul. I think I had it reversed earlier. Marr to throw it in three-quarters court. Bounce pass into Boston. Left of the lane. Puts up a right-handed shot. No good. Lauren Keller grabs the board for Fort Morgan. That's her 5th rebound. Keller to Bauman. Left-handed dribble across the timeline. In the left corner for Frasco. She's going to have to back it out on the bounce. Here's Fajardo left of the lane. And then her pass tipped away, but Bauman chases it down. Bauman, right wing Keller. Wide open 3 is up and in! Lauren Keller has got 5 in the quarter, 7 in the game. Fort Morgan is down by 5. 31 seconds to go in the third. Straight away with the basketball is Mary Marr, met by Bauman. Chest pass, right wing to Hahn. Hahn against Fajardo. Straight away to Muntz behind the three-point line. Outside left wing. Here is Maddox Boston. Now to Marr. She looks up at the clock with 17 seconds to go. Marr hands it off to Boston. Boston against Keller. Tries to cross over. Keller not falling for that. Now to Muntz on the high right. Muntz with 8 seconds to go. Straight away with Hahn against Fajardo with 6. Lobs it to Marr with 4. Marr with 3. At the free throw line with 2 with 1. Lob right corner. Boston 3 is up. And that's off the front of the rim. And that's the end of the third quarter. And Fort Morgan is right there with Mead. After 3, Mead 28. Fort Morgan 23. We're back in 1 minute on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's begin the fourth quarter. The Mustangs trail the Mead Mavericks in this girls' game by only 5. Autumn Wheatley into the lane, pulls up from 10, off to the left, and the ball is tipped out of bounds by Mead. I thought Wheatley tipped it out, but the Mustangs retain possession. Savannah Griebling with an early substitution. It's Keller, Wheatley, Bauman, along with Fajardo and Tessa Frasco. Fort Morgan trailing 28-23. The lob on the outside left to Bauman. Left corner Keller. She'll take another 3. Yes! Oh, Leba Hungus. Keller with 2 consecutive 3s. And the Mustangs trail by 2. They're on a 16-2 run here in this second half. 28-26 entry pass for Griebling. Down low to Beltran. She puts it up, air ball. Fajardo with the basketball for Fort Morgan. The Mustangs can take the lead with a 3. Incredibly enough, Bauman, right corner Keller. Another one is up, and that is short inside the three-point line. And a long rebound is controlled by Griebling. You want to foul her. She's going to get a layup, and a nice foul there by Fajardo as she drove to the basket. Yeah, that would have been an easy layup because she was just taking it coast to coast. Fajardo commits the foul. Will be 2 free throws because she did go up for the shot. And for Caitlin, that's her second foul, but that's a really, really good foul. The Mustangs are down by 2 with 7:17 to go in the game, and the free throw is up, and that's perfect for Savannah Griebling. Mead did not see this coming. Here is Emma Wolf in for Autumn Wheatley. They figured with a 16-point lead at the break, they had this one in hand, but Fort Morgan has come back. Second free throw, yes. Mead 30, Fort Morgan 26. We got 7:13 to go from Longmont. Fajardo, left corner to Wolf. Wolf's going to have to kick it back out. Jump pass poked away, but she gets it right back. And then had the ball, was it knocked out of bounds or did it go off her hand? No, they're going to say it stays with Fort Morgan. But Wolf got trapped twice in the corner. And Wolf to throw it in. Wolf's got to get next to the official. She was underneath the basket. And that ball, the ball's inbounded where the ball goes out of bounds, not where Wolf was positioned, but now she got back there. Keller, right corner, Wolf, wide open three. Yes! Emma Wolf working beautifully off the screen, scores. And the Mustangs have 3 threes in the half, and they trail by 1, 30-29. It's a 19-4 second half for Fort Morgan. 6:53 to go in the game. In the backcourt, Kira Hahn, double team. Jump pass back out to Boston. She crosses midcourt against Bauman, right of the lane. Now she's going to have to swing it back out. Straight away to Hahn. Can't take that three. Hahn, lob down low for Griebling. She turns, feeds it left baseline to Beltran, puts it up, and she misses. And the ball is tipped by Fajardo, and she's got it. Fajardo with her second board. The outlet to Keller. Now to Allie Bauman. Mustangs can take the lead. And the pass to Frasco is knocked away, but Wolf chases it down in the corner, and then we got a timeout by Fort Morgan with 6:26 to go in the game from Longmont. And the Mustangs trail by 1, 30-29. They'll have possession of the basketball, get a delicious treat, breakfast or lunch option to make the day better at Willow Coffee and Bake Shop. They're in Brush at 921 Edison Street. Well, the boys hope to be this competitive. They've been more competitive than the girls this year. The difference is that the boys take on a Mead team that is ranked number 2 in the state. This Mead girls team is 6-5. The Mead boys team is 10-1. It'll be Pelton, Wolf, Fajardo, Bauman, and Keller for Fort Morgan. 3/4 court along the side. Wolf to throw it in. Griebling, now Stevenson back in, but she was really tough down low. But she was in foul trouble. Wolf gets it in right corner. Keller, long three, and that's going to be well short. But the ball is rebounded by Fajardo. Left baseline, Bauman, 10-footer. Oh, she pulled the string. Keller's got it. She puts it back up, and she misses, but a foul. And now the Mustangs can take the lead. Griebling commits her second. Lauren Keller grabbed her 6th rebound. Lauren Keller has had 8 points in the half. Free throw is in and out. She can only tie the game. Keller is 2 out of 3 from the line. Mead 30, Fort Morgan 29. Second free throw left it short, and there's a tie-up for the rebound. That should go to Mead, though. Stevenson and Pelton. Yeah, because Fort Morgan had the possession to begin the quarter. So Keller had a chance to give them the lead, but the first one was in and out. The second one was a little bit short. So Mead still has the lead with 6:10 to go in the game. And Kira Hahn against Caitlin Fajardo. Crossover dribble back out to Maddox Boston, guarded by Keller. Near the timeline to Marr. Under 6 minutes to go from Longmont. On the outside left is Griebling against Wolf, and the three straight away is up and short, missed by Boston, but Mary Marr grabs the rebound, and the bounce pass down low, and Stevenson puts it up and in. Boy, that's a big one there. That's only the second field goal of the half for Mead. Here's Allie Bauman, jump pass inside of Pelton, lost it, it's loose on the floor, and then it's taken away by Griebling. Mustangs turn it over, but then a double dribble violation. Well, that's happened a lot in this game. One team turns it over, the other team does it immediately again. 5:35 to go. Mead 32, Fort Morgan 29. Pass into Fajardo from Keller. Fajardo to her right. Bounce pass, right corner, Wolf. She can tie it with a three, and it's off the back of the rim, but Bauman has the rebound, and she's fouled. Fourth team foul, and Griebling commits her third. Mustangs to throw it in. Keller on the offensive end to the right of the basket. Keller gets it into Pelton on the left baseline, and she traveled. Yep, she caught and dragged her feet. Turnover number 20 unofficially for the Mustangs. They got to play some defense here with 5:19 to go. They nearly came all the way back. Here's Kira Hahn, jump pass to Marr. Marr on the high left gets a pick from Stevenson. Lob down low for Stevenson. She collides with a Mustang. The ball is loose, and it's off Stevenson, out of bounds. That's great defense by Fort Morgan. Stevenson was looking to shoot, couldn't do it. Wolf is out. Autumn Wheatley is back in. Turnover number 23 unofficially for Mead. And now, do we have a full timeout called by the Mavericks with 5:10 to go? And I think we do. So once again, we'll keep it right here. Colorado Plains Medical Center's experienced physicians and highly trained staff make your hometown hospital the place for expert quality care. That's Colorado Plains Medical Center, helping communities thrive. This was a 26-10 Mead lead at the half. And then Fort Morgan scored the first 10 points of the third to make it 26-20. They drew to within one. Lauren Keller had 2 free throws but missed both. And since then, Mead has had a bucket, and that's it. Mead has scored a total of 6 points in the half. Lauren Keller by herself has outscored the entire Mead team in this half. She's got 8 points and 10 in the game. But just as has been the case with the boys, Fort Morgan's free throw shooting has let them down. They are 4 out of 10 in the game, and Mead is 6 out of 6. That's the difference right now. Lauren Keller to throw it in the backcourt. Emma Wolf is back out there. Keller to Bauman to Keller to Wheatley, tries to dribble by 2 into the front court. Right baseline, Pelton fakes, wants to shoot, looked like she was fouled. The ball was poked from behind. Pelton to the floor, and a tie-up with Stevenson. That should stay with the Mustangs. It does. We have 4:57 to go. Mead leads by 3. Wolf underneath it. Now Wolf again, she's got it owing underneath the basket. I don't know, she must be accustomed to doing that. Wolf to throw it in the right corner to Wheatley. Back out to Pelton. Pelton straight away to Bauman. Bauman, jump pass to Keller, and we've got a 3-second violation against Fort Morgan. That was either Keller or Wheatley. 21 turnovers. Can Fort Morgan get over the hump? They've been close. 4 minutes and 41 seconds to go. Griebling lobs it down low for Stevenson. Great positioning. She scores off the glass to the right of the basket. Fort Morgan did not body her up at all. It's a 5-point lead. 4.5 to go. 34-29. And then Wolf throws a pass that was intended for Wheatley. Intercepted by Boston. The other way, here is Mary Marr on the left wing. Looks for the 3, but right there's Ellie Bauman. In the left corner, Griebling. Wide open 3. She takes it and misses it. Ball is tipped around, and there's a tie-up between Boston and Keller. Possession arrow Mead. Oh, you made this hard comeback, but cannot get over the hump, and you got to keep the ball out of Stevenson's hands. Boston to throw it in. And is that a timeout? Would have been a 5-second violation. The Mavericks call the timeout with 4:12 to go. Teams are using up their timeouts. Boys game could be just after 7 o'clock. Depending upon what happens in the final 4:12. Yeah, it will be after 7, undoubtedly, considering this game is close. Mead is now on a 4-0 run after Fort Morgan made it a 1-point game on a 3 by Emma Wolf. Need a stop here. If Mead scores, it's a 3-possession game, and that's a lot of possessions in a low-scoring game. Wheatley, Pelton, Keller, Wolf, and Bauman for Fort Morgan. Hahn to throw it in. There's the lob down low for Stevenson. Kicks it back out right corner for Griebling. She won't take it. Baseball pass to Marr in the left corner. Boston wide open triple is in and out, but the rebound put back by Hahn is up and in. Mustangs did not block her out. Too easy for Kira Hahn. 6-0 run. Wheatley 2-on-2 to Pelton. She banks and she misses an easy one. Ball is tipped around, but Emma Wolf has got it for Fort Morgan. Mustangs need a bucket. Here's Keller all the way off the glass, and a blocking foul she missed. Actually, the front of the rim, going glass. Keller to the line, foul by Stevenson. That's going to be her fourth. Well, no, they still have that as her third. I guess I was one foul ahead. All right, now Keller to the line again. Free throw by Lauren is around and good. It got every part of the rim, but it went through. That stops a 6-0 run. Charlotte Brennan and Haley Martinez replace Maddox Boston and Mary Marr for Mead. 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining. Mead 36, Fort Morgan 30. Free throw by Keller is up, and that's in. The Mustangs trail by 5, 36-31. Here's backcourt pressure being applied by Wolf against Griebling. She motions the rest of her teammates to run down the floor, and then she palmed the basketball. Tried to cross over Wolf and palmed it for the 24th turnover by Mead. Now the Mustangs can make this a 2-point game with a 3. They do have 3 in this half, 2 by Keller and 1 by Wolf. Backcourt pass to Wheatley. Wheatley with a crossover dribble right of the lane. Right corner to Wolf. Wolf is covered over there by Stevenson. Dribbles by 2. Wolf's got to get out of the lane. And then her cross-court pass is tipped away. It's intercepted by Hahn. Down low for Brennan. She's fouled by Emma Wolf. Wolf commits the turnover and the foul. And Brennan to the line. Well, now you got to hope that they miss at least a free throw. You don't want this to be a 3-possession game. I know there's 3:21 to go, but it's not a game in the 50s or 60s. It's a low-scoring game. Brennan has not scored in the game, and the free throw is up and in. And again, free throws are really benefiting Mead and hurting Fort Morgan. Mead is 7 out of 7 in the game. Emma Wolf is out. Fajardo back in. 37-31 Mead. Second free throw. That's left short. And the ball is tipped by Keller into the hands of Fajardo. Fajardo to Keller. Fort Morgan down by 2 possessions. Here is Allie Bauman straight away. And that should have been a timeout. Yep. Right there, called by Mitch Elrick with 3:11 to go. Maximizing the use of their timeouts are both of these coaches. All the John Deere equipment for your operation is at 21st Century Equipment in Sterling and Fort Morgan. Mead 37 and the Mustangs 31. Either way, Fort Morgan for the second straight game has played a competitive one. And it didn't look like that way in the first half. But they have outscored Mead in the second half 21-11. At one point, the run was even more lopsided. And what's the one thing, besides turnovers, that I mentioned at halftime, that Fort Morgan has a limited outside game? Well, not in this second half. With Keller's threes, a couple of those, and Emma Wolf with 1. And that has accounted for 9 of Fort Morgan's 21 points and a half, so very balanced. Keller to throw it in. Just beyond midcourt. She might lob it in the backcourt towards Wheatley, and does. Wheatley breaks away from Martinez, left-handed dribble. Wheatley looking, still looking, kicks it back out to Bauman. Bauman left of the lane, hands it off to Pelton, puts it up and she missed it. Pelton gets the rebound and she's fouled as she misses. Pelton operated very nicely to the left of the basket, but now you've got to make free throws. And Destiny Pelton has had a weakness from the line tonight, 2 out of 6. Foul was committed by Maddox Boston. Free throw is in, though. Destiny can get in double figures with a second made free throw. She's got 9 points. Fort Morgan is down by 5. Second free throw is short. Ball is tipped into the hands of Maddox Boston. 2:52 to go in the game. Right wing to Hahn against Fajardo. Dribbles, double team, puts up a shot, partially blocked. And Beltran has it for Fort Morgan. Can the Mustangs cut this lead down? Here is Keller, right baseline, all the way, scoops it up and in. A little runner. Keller scores again. Lauren Keller has got 7 in the quarter. Ball is loose, stolen by the Mustangs. Keller inside, lost it, got it back, puts it up and in to the left of the basket. Keller again. Oh, she's having a huge quarter for Fort Morgan. And the Mustangs are down 1. 2:19 to go. And nearly stripped from behind was Boston, straight away to Marr. 37-36. 2:14 to go from Mead. Mustangs are inching a little bit closer. Here's Martinez at the top against Lauren Keller. On the outside right to Marr. Mead, by the way, now at 25 turnovers. Marr all the way, puts it up and misses the shot. Keller grabs the rebound. Keller with her 7th board, and Fort Morgan can grab the lead for the first time since early in the game. Whately left of the lane, wants to shoot. Right baseline to Bauman, 15-footer is short. And the rebound is into the hands of Maddox Boston of Mead. They don't have to shoot with 1:44 to go. Boston hands it off to Martinez, straight away to Marr. On the left wing with a basketball is Kira Hahn, guarded by Fajardo. Back out to Boston. 1:33 remaining in the game. Mead 37, Fort Morgan 36. Entry pass poked away by Pelton, knocked away by Keller, taken by Pelton. Pelton is ahead of the field. Pelton all the way, banks, and she misses. Oh, and the rebound is controlled by Maddox Boston. That was a chance for the lead after another turnover. 1:14 to go. Hahn in the left corner. Oh, that was her chance, and she back rimmed it. She kind of stopped, didn't go all the way. She kind of stopped and did a little, almost like a set shot. Here is Mary Marr against Whately. Marr bounce pass down low for Griebling. Griebling is fouled as she misses. That's a blocking foul on Fajardo. 3rd foul on Caitlin. But Fort Morgan has had so many opportunities to reclaim the advantage. And Stevenson's been out during this stretch. He's going to check back in. Savannah Griebling to the line. The free throw is good. She's got 5 points in the game. Stevenson is in for Martinez. Brennan is in for Hahn. Mead 38, Fort Morgan 36. 58 seconds remaining for Mead High School in Longmont. Griebling spins, shoots, and scores. 39-36. The Mustangs can tie it here with a 3. Whately straight away in the lane. Back out, and she did travel. Yep, she did travel. Needed to pass that off to Keller before. Now Fort Morgan might have to foul. That's their 23rd turnover unofficially. Boston in the backcourt lobs it to Marr. Marr looked like she was fouled by Bauman. No whistle. Now here's Griebling. Griebling all the way. Has a shot blocked by Pelton, but a foul. Oh, that looked like a clean one, but must have got her with a body. Yeah. Boy, that looked clean. They're going to say it was a foul with a body by Pelton. That's her 2nd. Griebling back to the line. She's 4 out of 4 for the stripe in the quarter. 6 points in the game. She can make this a 2-possession game with 45 seconds to go. And the free throw is perfect. Mead has just 4 field goals in the half. Lauren Keller has put on a clinic for Fort Morgan. In this half, she had just 2 points at the break and has 14 in the half, 16 in the game. 2nd free throw is good. 41-36. Fort Morgan needs a bucket now with 41 seconds to go. And a timeout is called with 40.4 to go. Full timeout called by Mitch Elrick. At least he gets to coach here in a tight situation, as was the case on Tuesday night. And these Lady Mustangs have really competed hard in Longmont after being down by 16 at the break. But they had 2 huge opportunities, down by 1. And they had 2 missed free throws from Keller. And then when Destiny Pelton stole the ball, she was ahead of the field, stopped, put up about a little 2-footer, hit the back of the rim. So Fort Morgan now psychologically knows they can stay with his team. But it's like they cannot get over that barrier. Unofficially, Mead with 26 turnovers, the Mustangs with 23. But again, Fort Morgan's missed free throws, part of the issue here. They have made 7 in the game. And they've missed 7. 7 out of 14. Mead is 11 of 12. There you go. It's a 5-point difference. Keller to throw it in. 3/4 court. Fort Morgan needs a bucket. There's the inbounds pass to Wheatley. Wheatley spinning at the top. Back out to Keller. Keller motioning for a pick from Pelton. Keller swings it back out to Bauman. Now Pelton on the right wing. Over to Bauman. 28 seconds to go. Jump pass is knocked away and intercepted in a foul in the backcourt. Didn't even get off a shot, and Wheatley commits the foul on the errant pass from Bauman. Well, 1-1 here, so Brennan is at the line. She's the player who's missed the only free throw for Mead. Fort Morgan needs a miss with 26 seconds to go. Free throw is good. Mead in the half is 8 out of 9 from the line. Mead 42, Fort Morgan 36. Second free throw for Charlotte Brennan. Yes. Should be the game right there. The Mustangs are going to need a couple of steals. Now Wolf is going to come in for Pelton. They need a three-point shot here. They've got 2 3-point shooters right now in terms of what they've done in this game. Wolf in the backcourt. Here's Bauman with a right-handed dribble. Bauman across the timeline and had the ball stripped away. She dribbled it right into the defender. Bauman with 2 turnovers on as many possessions and then a foul in the front court. As Savannah Griebling stole the ball, and that's going to be the game. 16.8 to go. Wheatley with her 3rd foul, 18th foul. And Griebling, all she's done in this quarter is nail all 6 free throws. And that one is up and perfect. Fort Morgan made this exciting, but they're going to come up short here. Down by 8 with 16.8 seconds to go. Second free throw by Savannah Griebling is up and in. 8 free throws in the quarter. She's made all 8. It's a 9-point lead. Wheatley to Keller. Keller with 10 seconds to go into the front court. She had the ball stripped away. Taken by Brennan. Then intercepted by Wheatley. Wheatley all the way lays it up, and she missed it. And Griebling with a rebound, and that's going to be it. And the Mead Mavericks are going to hold off a fierce rally by the Fort Morgan Mustangs and win the game tonight by a score of 45-36. We will come back with the totals from tonight's game. The Mead Mavericks win by 9 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.